Joplin or Obsidian, two of the biggest names in digital note-taking. One big question: which tool genuinely fits your workflow? On the left, Joplin, open source, simple and secure note-taking ledger. And on the right, Obsidian, next level knowledge base and customization brain. Let's skip the buzzwords and see what really matters for your notes. Each head-to-head category earns points, and by the end you'll know exactly who takes the crown. The final result in 2025 might just surprise you. Alright, here's our battle plan. We're gonna look at price and licensing, user interface, sync and storage, knowledge management, task management, customization and plugins, AI and automation, security and privacy, and platform support. That's a lot to cover, so let's just jump right in. First up, price and licensing. Okay, Joplin is totally free and open source, which honestly you don't see that very often these days. If you want extras like Cloud Sync, there's Joplin Cloud, but yeah, that costs a bit. Obsidian, it's free for personal use, but if you want their sync or publish features, that's an extra monthly cost. So really, both let you get started without opening your wallet, and neither is trying to be sneaky about it. No real winner here, they're both hooked up for free users. User interface time, Joplin's vibe is super familiar if you've ever used something like Evernote. It's simple, clean, with WYSIWYG markdown editing built in, which means what you type is what you see. But I gotta be real, it does feel a little dated compared to flashier apps. Then you've got Obsidian, which is basically a blank canvas. Minimalist, yes, you can pick from over 100 themes and tweak to your heart's content. But oh man, it can be overwhelming. If you're not up for a steep learning curve, Obsidian might make you sweat a little. So for most people, Joplin edges out just because it's easier and more approachable. Alright, let's talk about sync and storage. Joplin does it all: OneDrive, Dropbox, Joplin Cloud, and it's end-to-end encrypted. That's huge for privacy buffs. Yeah, Joplin Cloud is a paid add-on, but everything else is pretty flexible. Obsidian gives you encrypted sync if you pay for it, or you can try out some creative manual syncing with Google Drive, OneDrive, and so on, but it's not built in out of the box. So honestly, Joplin takes this round. It just does sync better and safer for more users. Oh, and here's something cool. Did you know Obsidian can show you a graph view of all your notes, like a spider web of connected ideas? If you're into visualizing stuff, that's a pretty wild feature. Now onto knowledge management, which is what everyone's freaking out about these days. Joplin sticks with simple: you get tags and notebooks, classic stuff, but honestly it doesn't do much in the way of visual maps. Obsidian, on the other hand, is where things get wild. That graph view, you'll see your notes as a web of connected ideas, bidirectional links, backlinks, the whole package. If you're the kind of person who wants to see how everything connects, this is where Obsidian shines. So yeah, Obsidian absolutely crushes it here. How about task management? With Joplin, you're covered out of the box. To-do lists, reminders, and checkboxes are built right in. It's basic, but it works, not super customizable though. Now Obsidian, well, nothing for tasks on day one. You need plugins, lots of plugins to get this set up. But if you're willing to tinker, it can do some seriously advanced stuff. But realistically, if you want tasks straightforward, Joplin's the pick. Onto customization and plugins, and oh man, here, where Obsidian starts flexing. Joplin has plugins and themes, yeah, but nothing compared to the wild, gigantic plugin bazaar in Obsidian. Kanban boards, calendars, even AI stuff. The community is massive. Downside, it's easy to get lost if you're just starting out. On the flip side, Joplin keeps it simpler, but you won't find nearly as much variety. So if mods are your jam, Obsidian's the winner. Just be ready for a learning curve. AI and automation now. Both let you add AI via plugins, a Jarvis plugin for Joplin and a bunch of third-party smart stuff for Obsidian like ChatGPT. But there's nothing really baked in, it's all extra. So honestly, there's no clear winner. They both offer options, but you gotta set it up yourself. Privacy and security, Joplin pretty much knocks this out of the park. End-to-end encryption, your notes never touch company servers unless you pay for Joplin Cloud, and you're totally in control. Obsidian is also really good, not locked into the cloud, your files are local, and there's optional encryption if you use their sync. But and here's the catch, encryption isn't default for everyone, so you need to know what you're doing. So for sheer privacy and peace of mind, Joplin's got the upper hand. And finally, platform support. This one's easy. Both Joplin and Obsidian run on Windows, Mac, Linux, iOS, and Android. So whatever tech you use, you're covered. It's a tie, neither drops the ball here. Just pulling back for a sec, if you looked at a radar chart of these features, you'd really see how Joplin and Obsidian both have their own strong suits. Joplin's simple, secure, and practical. Obsidian's got power, customization, and that knowledge graph magic. No wonder this showdown gets people so fired up. Alright, bottom line, if you want next-level organization, wild graph views, and plug-in power, Obsidian is honestly the move. But if you care more about open-source simplicity, built-in tasks, and rock-solid privacy, Joplin is seriously underrated. Which style fits you, power user or simplicity lover? Try both and see which note-taker clicks. If you want to support our channel, feel free to use our affiliate link given in video description. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in my next video.